Good afternoon, everyone. I came online this morning today, and so many people tagged me, and then I started to view those tags, and I found that it was a particular video. In this video, something has happened, and some people were tagging me. What is the human rights perspective of whatever happened in that video? What is the legal implication of whatever happened in that video? What is the law saying concerning whatever took place in that video? I want you to watch this video with me, and when I come back, I see where I'm going to distill the legal implications of the actions of the dramatic person there in that particular video. Let's watch the video together.
She want to grab a quick picture and slap her. She's destroying the aircraft.
Alright, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be neither here nor there, but I'm going to present an unbiased view of whatever happened because it is quite precarious. We don't really know what transpired inside that aircraft before the video was being taken. We don't really know what was happening inside the aircraft before the girl was being evicted. But before I continue, I must let us understand one thing above all else. The notion of human rights is not absolute. I get right. Maybe something will be blankets. Your rights are not as wide as the ocean. Your rights have limitations. And the moment you understand that your rights have limitations, the better you will become. Now, in that video, you could see a girl being pushed out of an airline, and while she was being pushed out of the airline, her dress snapped, and you could visually see the entire of her upper body. What are the remedies available for that young lady? The remedies available to her are on the condition that she had conducted herself lawfully inside that aircraft. Yes. Before she can maintain an action against IBOM AIR, she must have conducted herself in a lawful manner inside that aircraft. She must be on her rights. Because if she be on her rights in that aircraft, then why not? She can sue IBOM AIR. The court will not be resistant in granting her millions of damages. What am I saying? She can bring an action under the threat of assault and battery. Assault is when you put someone in a position of fear that harm is going to happen to the person. Battery is the slightest touch of a person's body, the slightest contact of the body of another person without the person's consent, or when consent is obtained by force. Now, you can see the girl being dragged out of that airline, but you must know that this assault and battery under the law of thought has limitations. What are those limitations? Where a person is lawfully exercising a duty imposed on him by law. When a person is acting out of necessity, or a person is carrying out his lawful duty, then there cannot be said to be assault and battery. For instance, a policeman asks you to leave a particular place because you are not supposed to be there, and you refuse. The policeman can come to you and forcefully remove you out of that place. But this force, we must also understand, must be reasonable. The law does not joke with reasonableness. This force to remove a person from somewhere he is not supposed to be at a particular time must be reasonable. And the court, of course, had to decide whether the dragging of that girl, tearing her clothes in the process, was the reasonable force to remove her from the airline. So immediately I saw that video online, I had to rush to the internet and other sources to see if I could find a Nigerian case with similar facts. I searched, but I couldn't find any. I had to travel all the way to the United States of America, where I found a similar case. The case is Dr. David Dayo against United Express. Dr. David Dayo against United Express Airline. What happened in that case is that Dr. David Dayo wanted to travel to go and treat his patients. Now, while he was on board the aircraft, 4 of them were asked to leave. Dr. David said, no, I have patients I need to go and attend to, and time is of essence. So he refused to leave. Now, airport securities came and forcefully removed him from the aircraft, and while they were dragging with him to remove him from the aircraft, his head had to hit somewhere and blood started to come out. Of course, the videos were circulating, going viral and everywhere. But something happened when United Express found that this video was actually trending. They had to immediately call the man and they settled out of court. They had to settle out of court. Whatever the amount that they settled was or is still remains a secret. They didn't expose it. But that is a similar case to this one. If that girl in that video had conducted herself in a lawful manner prior to her forceful eviction from that aircraft, then she can sue. And again, it must be said that even if she had not conducted herself in a lawful manner, the eviction must be reasonable. The eviction must not be out of proportion. Now, whatever is reasonable is for the court to decide, not for me and you. Whether her eviction from that airline was reasonable or not, the court will have to decide. That you have to naked somebody all in the name of bringing them out of an aircraft. Of course, the court will have to decide whether that act or that force was reasonable enough. Now, if that girl had not conducted herself in a lawful manner while inside that aircraft, the airline has some remedies also. Because like human beings, like me and you, we get rights. Companies do get rights. Yes. Because in law, companies are human beings. The law sees companies as human beings, artificial persons that have rights too. So IBOM AIR too get rights. And they can also sue that girl. If they can say that they have lost money, they have lost time, because of course trying to evict her from that airplane, it took time. And if some passengers have cancelled their flight due to her delay, then the rights of that airline has also been violated. The rights of the airline, and they can also sue. Although I found out a report this morning from the Punch newspaper that they have banned her from traveling with their airline for life. That means till that girl grow old, die, she no go fit travel with IBOM AIR. Again, thank you. Till I come away next time, I still name my humble self, Moses Emmanuel Kamibi. For now, deuces.